My name is Seth Kweku Bani, and today I'm going to show you how to design this.
Alright, so let's step into Photoshop. Now Control N for us to have our new document. I don't want this particular tutorial to take quite a long time because the kind of things I want to do today is really packed. Let's set here to 1500 and then 1500, and then here let's set here to 72, and then just for social media, so I'm going to use pixels per inch, and then RGB over here as well, and then let's perhaps call it breakthrough service, and then leave here the same, and then I'll click on create. Also want to start with your rulers. So let's start with our background. Now I want our background to be very detailed as possible, and so I'll bring it in there. Sometimes your work looks good, but because of your background looks quite dull, and that is sometimes a challenge. So the background is as important as even the things you put on it. Okay, so let's say this is the background. Okay, I also want to give it some gradient, so I'll go to gradient map, and then I would select this particular one, and then I'll click on OK. Then I'll set here to multiply. That is it. I'm also going to go for the curve. I want it to be a little bit darker, so I'll move here a little bit, around 18, 19. It's quite good. Then I'll also give it a new layer, and then pick my brush, set here to black, caps lock off, increase the size a little bit, make sure it is soft, round brush, and then paste here. Okay, so let's see how the brush works over there. That is great. Now let's come and give it a color fill. Let's set it to black, and then over here let's set it to 77%. Now let's put everything in a folder, and let's name it BG1. Hold Ctrl Shift and then Alt, and then press E. It's going to duplicate this for us. Now I want us to go to filter. Let's go to filter gallery, and then go to select here, go and look for watercolor, and then set the brush detail to 9, the shadows intensity to 1, the texture to 1 as well, and then click on OK. You're going to have something nice like this. Let's also give it some exposure, and then let's drag this exposure down a little bit, so around 3.23 is good. We can put this and this also in a folder and call it BG2. So we are done with our background, but then we still need a little bit more details, make it as rich as possible. Let's bring in our lines. Great. Then I'll set here to soft light. Okay, duplicate it, click on your move tool, and then move it here. Let's hide our rulers and let's see. Okay, now duplicate the two, and then hold Shift and then drag them down. Okay, so now this looks quite great. Let's put them all in a folder, and let's call it lines. Now we have to start with our text. Let's pick our text to here and type over here, and then type B. Also, let's give it this particular color. Click here, F99857. It's quite looks like orange brick. Now it's because you could find a color in there. I could use violet also because I can see some violet in there, or even yellow. Let me zoom in a little bit. But then the font, let's use prime time, and then here's reg. Let's set the font size to 169, and then the tracking, let's set it to 40. Also click here, let's untick this one, and that is it. Drag it somewhere here, put it in the folder, let's call it B. Duplicate it and drag it somewhere here. Let's call it R. Open it and then name it R. And then create a new layer. Right click and then clipping mask. Yeah, create a clipping mask to it. Pick your brush. Make sure the caps lock is also off. Reduce the size a little bit. Set here to black. Go here. Choose a soft round brush. Opacity. Let's set the opacity to 50%. The flow to 100. Now click there like that. Okay. Now drag R down. And then we have something like this. Let's push it back a little bit. And we have something like this. Okay. Duplicate it. And then the R down, let's call it E. Open it. Let's call it E here. Now click on the folder here. Your move tool and then drag it. I believe you realize how I'm doing it. So duplicate the E now. Let's call the E down here. Let's call it A. Open it and name the E over the A as well. Click on the folder A and then drag it like that. It's quite easy. Now I'll be speeding this up. Let's duplicate it again. Let's call it K. Open it and then name it K. And then click on the folder and then move it like that. So I believe you are seeing how I'm doing it. Let's duplicate it again. Let's call it T. Open it. Name it T. Click on the folder or close it. Click on the folder and then move it like that. Now for the T, let's change the color here to white. And that is how we'll do with all of them. Alright guys, so let's speed up. Alright, so we are done with it. Let's put from B to H. Let's put it in a folder. And let's call it breakthrough. And then let's bring it here. Let's try and then put it in the middle using our eye. So I think somewhere here looks like the middle for us. Now click on the folder and then let me show you something. This looks too raw. I want us to give it some few effects as well. So let's click on the folder and then let's go to pattern overlay. Now the pattern overlay, I want you to set here to soft light, set here to 33, click here and then 1 2 3. This one, if yours is not really that, look at it over here. You see when I move my arrow there, it looks barrel up. That's what I want you to choose. This one is stone, this one is dark coarse weave. I want you to use the barrel up. Okay, click on it and then set the scale to 100 and then that is it. Now you see in there it gives you a very nice effect over here like that. That's what I want it to be like. And so we are almost there. Now let's start with some text down here. I also feel like the lines are too deep. Let's reduce the size a little bit. 61% the opacity of the line. Now let's go back here. Let's pick width and then paste it there. Now let's choose color white. I also want us to come here and let's choose taken by vultures. I'm going to leave it in the description for you. And then let's set the font size to 106. And then the tracking, let's set the tracking to 40. And then also make here let's see. Alright, so this is good. Also, I want us to type this pasta set K Bunny I'm not really a pastor. This is just a placeholder. We are going to use Helvetica. Let's set the font size to 41. The tracking, let's make it 0. And then let's click here to make everything caps. Set the color to color white. And then drag it somewhere here. Okay. Again, let's type, bring in October chapter. Type it there. We are going to make this Helvetica as well. Set it to regular here. But then the font size, let's make it 14. And then it's very small. But then the tracking, let's make it 1000. Also make it like this. Caps here, color white. And then let's zoom in so that we can see it clearly. Let's position it somewhere there. Awesome. Also, let's pick the rectangular tool like this and draw a very thin line. Okay, let's set the font. Let's set the color to color white. Why do I keep saying font? So that's it. So you can see how I'm putting it in there like that. That is it. Let's put everything in a folder and let's call it with Pastor. Now this looks great. This looks great. Let's start with our logo 2 here. Make it quite classy. Let's type here. And then let's pick this and put it there. Open. Let's make it like this. Okay, so click here. Let's choose Cambria. Where are you? Cambria. Okay, and then let's set here to 0. Also the font, let's use 32. Font size 32. Let's take this one off and let's make it quite bolder. Let's boost this one here a little bit. Alright, now double click it. Let's select down here. Let's make it unbold here like that, but then over here let's set it to 260. Nice. I still feel like the background looks quite brighter. I'll work on it later on. Let's bring our logo and then resize it. Let's call this one logo. Let's also start with the invited guest. So let's pick this, the rectangular tool, and then let's drag from here. Okay, so something like this is good. Let's make it color white. Let's pick the rectangular tool again. Let's draw something like this. Change the color to color yellow or whatever color we think is appropriate. Let's drag it somewhere here and then clip it to it. Now it looks like a square. We don't want it to be a square. Okay, so something like this is great. Duplicate it and drag it here. Let's change the color so that we can see the difference. Clip it again. Duplicate it. Create clipping mask. Duplicate it again. Create clipping mask. Okay. Now let's select all of them. Let's push it. Sweet. Now we are going to pick our images or the guests. So we're going to start with this gentleman. And then create clipping mask. Also, you want to click over here, hold Control and click over here. And then create a clipping mask. Now I want you to click over here so that You see the chin over here, click on it, and then click over here, and then move the image. Click over here. So let's bring the chin back. Let's click over here. Let's go for the second image. Now for the second image, I'm going to pick this gentleman. And then let's reduce it. Let's reduce it. Let's reduce it. And then drag him there. Create clipping mask. You also want to hold Control and then click over here. Then go and click here and then give it a mask. Click on the chin to take the chin away, and then click over here. And then let's see that we can position him in the middle. Like that. Bring the chin back. Click over here and let's pick the second image. Let's pick this man. Let's also drag it like that and drag him there. Create clipping mask. Okay, now hold Control and click over here on the rectangle and then give it a mask. Click here and then give it a mask. Click the chain to take the chain away. Click here and then let's see how we can position it in him in the middle, and also pull him up a little bit. Let's click here. Let's bring the chin back again. Okay, so let's click here and then let's bring the last image. Drag this in there, resize him, drag him there, create clipping mask, hold Control and click here and then click on the mask and then click the chain to take it away. Click here and then drag the gentleman up. Drag him in the middle. Now let's put everything in a folder. So click here, hold Shift and then click over here, the last one. Let's name it Invited Guests Photos. So let's start with the images here as well. So let's go and then let's pick who should we start with? Let's start with this gentleman. He looks like an Indian, a very, very handsome Indian gentleman. Alright, so let's drag him here like this. Let me drag everything in there first and then we'll see how we can resize them. Okay, let's see how we can resize them. So let's bring this gentleman as well. Okay, so this is what we have now. I want this gentleman to come down. Now I want this gentleman to come somewhere here. So this gentleman to come somewhere here. And then I want this to be behind him. Reduce it a little bit. That's nice. I also like to drag this over here a little bit. Then I would like this businessman to also be reduced slightly. And also drag him down a little bit somewhere here. Then I would also like to put all of them in a folder and call them maybe hosts. Maybe they are not. But I'll drag them behind this. And probably will drag breakthrough and then with pasta and even logo. I might drag them up a little bit. And I also like to draw the logo closer. Let's see what is in the middle. It's not in the middle. Let's drag it closer. Then with pasta, I also like it to be in the middle. You know what I mean? Also in the middle. Okay, let's drag the logo a little closer. Alright. So something like this is great. For the host, let's drag them here a little bit so that there'll be a little space here. Okay, Now the background, let's go back to the background too. Let's drag the exposure down a little more, and then click over here on the mask, click on your brush, make sure caps lock is also off, increase it a little bit. The opacity here is 50%, that's what we want. Let's click here, okay. Let's reduce it to around 16. Let's click here, and then let's click here, and that is all. Let's give them their names here as well. So let's type somewhere here and pick their names. Their name is Prophet Kojo. Let's paste it here. And for Prophet Kojo, let's set the font to Railway. Let's set here to semi bold. Let's set the font size to 25. Let's set the leading to 21.45. And then let's also click here, and then let's set it to black first. Okay, let's set here to 0. Now let's select Prophet, and let's choose this particular color, D82624, and then just like that we can drag them here. But then let's go to paragraph and let's set it to this, and then drag it like that, duplicate it, and then drag it here. For this one, let's use a middle, and let's pick Pastor Set Kubani. Now with this, let's go down, select this. Let's change it to color black, and then let's duplicate it, send it somewhere here. Let's go to paragraph and make it this. Okay, let's pick the detail apostrophe Kwanzaa. Let's make that side color white. Type over here and pick name of artist, and let's paste it here. Let's change the color to orange. Let's come and pick any orange color here. Let's make it middle and set it here in the middle, here like that. Make it Railway here. Set the font size to 25, then the tracking to 27. All right, let's set the leading to 27. Sorry, the tracking, let's set it to 300, and then let's make it caps over here, and then that is pretty much it. Now let's duplicate it. Okay, so I presume you put the name of the artist over there, or the guest speaker, whether it's a poet or a spoken word, whatever it is. I'm sure you take care of it. I trust you. So I'm going to do it something like this. Duplicate it perhaps again, and then drag it all the way here. But with this one, I'm going to use the website or a handle that perhaps I have. So paste it here. I'm going to make it small letters, and more importantly, I'm even going to make it Railway here, and I'll make it light over here as well. I am going to make it 24, just a little smaller, and then I'm also going to change it to color white. Now try and keep it in the middle as possible. So with this, let's see, let's put this, and this in a folder. Let's see, which one is this? Let's call it name of hosts. Let's put this name of guests. All right, now we need to put some details here, and so let's pick this and paste it there. You're going to use railway. You're going to set it to semi bold. Let's set the font size to 27. Let's make it bold like this. Use this one as well. Set the color to color black. Let's set here to 0. Nice. Let's drag it up somewhere. We are going to work on the position later on. Duplicate it and bring it down. Let's pick Kingdom Chapel International and then paste it there. And also we are going to go choose railway here. You're going to use regular this time, and we're going to set it to 27 here. Let's untick this one, make it black like this, and then drag it like that here. Okay, also we are going for more info. Paste it here, and then we are going to use railway again. We are going to use extra bold this time. Let's set the font size to 28, and then you're going to choose this one, set it to black as well, and then duplicate it, drag it here like this, hold shift and drag it here, and then you're going to choose this. Let's put the telephone number here, but we're not going to use railway this time for the telephone numbers. We're going to use Arial, and then we are going to set it to bold over here. Also, you're going to set the size to 28. Let's set the tracking to 80. Click on this one. We are using color black, and then let's position it this way. Now let's drag it up a little bit. Let's go this way. Nice. Let's drag it here like that. Let's bring in our icons. I like to bring in this one. Resize it, and also would go for our YouTube logo. Drag it in there. Okay, so let's see how it looks like. This is how it looks like. I think this is quite great. We can manage with this one. Let's put everything in a folder, and then let's call it YouTube handles tail. Well, let's push it here a little bit. Okay, just to be in line with this. Now we are going for the date over here. I want to put the date around this side, so let me click here, and then let me go for the rest of the details. Let's go for Wednesday to Friday, and then let's paste it over here. Let's click here and choose color white, and then let's come to the font over here. Let's choose impact. Now we're also going to set it to regular. Set the font size to 84, and then click over here, set it to color white, and that is it. Let's bring this ruler here, or this line here, as a way of aligning our document that way. So let's bring it here so that it doesn't exceed a particular line. You duplicate it and bring it down, and then let's choose 15th. Drag it up a little bit. Let's drag it here. We want it to be on the tip of the W, up a little bit. Okay, now click here and let's pick October. Paste it there. But for October, we are going to use Arial. We want a very thin font, Arial. And then let's also set it to regular. Let's set the font size to 28. And then let's click over here as well. Set it to white. And then let's put it there and let's see how it's going to be like. In fact, everything looks white over here. Let's click on it and choose an orange color. Let's see. All right, so there's a little contrast in there. This is what I was looking for. So nice. Duplicate it, bring it down. Let's pick 2021 and paste it there as well. Now we are using the font size 42. Okay, let's set the tracking to 300. Okay, let's bring it down. You also don't want it to exceed this particular line. Everything should fall over there. Okay, so this looks quite amazing. Let's put it in a folder and let's call all of them date. We are not yet done. Let's bring few details over here. I think the date. Let's pick this and paste it there, and then choose white, and then bring it here. Now I'm going to use a different font. Let's use Helvetica. Let's choose bold over here. Let's set it to 36. Also click over here, and then you are using white, of course. Set the tracking to 0. Amazing. Drag it somewhere up like this. Let's pick our rectangular tool and then draw a nice rectangle like this. Perhaps we'll send the rectangle up just slightly. Double click the rectangle and let's work on the gradient overlay. I want you to choose normal, set here to 100, click on reverse, set here to linear, set here to 31, and set here to 10. Click here. I want you to click over here and put in this particular details. You're using F36, F21. Click on OK. Double click here. You are using 4E1201 and click on OK. Now I want you to drag this here a little bit. If yours looks like this, maybe like this, I want you to just click on it and just drag it. Just drag it until you get a comfortable position like this, something like this, and click on OK. Now drag the date or the time on top of it and position it in the middle of the whole thing. Come down a little bit. Let's name it time. Let's zoom out. Let's see. Awesome. We are not done. Few more details. The location. Paste the location there. Now for the location, we are using Arial. Set it to regular here. Let's use 29 for the font size. Click over here. Let's use orange. Let's choose any orange distance over there. And then let's bring our rulers back. Let's drag it somewhere here. Okay, duplicate it. And let's pick the rest of the details. I think this is the last detail we are working with. Click on paragraph and click over here on this side of it. Click here. So let's choose Helvetica. Let's set the font to 21. We don't want the same font as the location. It won't blend in nicely. And then over here, let's choose 25.89. And then let's click here to make it quite bold. Click here and let's choose color white. And then let's bring it here. Let's put the location, drag it down a little bit, put it in the folder. Let's call it location. So let's click on location, time, and date, and let's pull it down a little bit. Let's drag it down a little bit. There's too much space down here. And I think we are done, guys. So if you love this video, please hit the bell icon and subscribe to this channel as well. I love you all. Please comment down below and don't forget to like this video. Peace out.